Yo, wagwan. Tish your boy, Shadoo, this your Diddy. Now you're probably wondering, Jada, why you want to half naked blood up in the middle of Falcon Wing Square? That is because I have a guide for you today. Someone requested the level 39 rogue, and here she is, Yuna. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, that like button, that notification bell, share with people, join Legendary Clan, support the channel, become legendary. Before we get into this, you're probably not looking to make a twin because it is very expensive and very time consuming. So the PvP will start here. If you are, make sure you grab your snacky snacks, your waters, your drinks, everything, because we got a guide, people. That being said, the most important thing to twinking is, as I always say, freezing your level. Let me show you how to do that, just in case you don't know how. Alright, so for Horde, you're going to want to pull up to Valley of Honor, this big green hut. It'll be the first building you see when you pull in, okay? Also, we got a guide in the works for the level 19 warrior, Reckless Rico, baby, so stay tuned. Okay, you're going to go ahead and hit a left, you're going to hit a right, you're going to hit another left, and you're going to talk to this man right here, Slats. For 10 gold, you can completely eliminate your experience gains. For Alliance, you're going to come up to the Stormwind Keep between Old Town and Dorvern District. You're going to walk past Varian's big goofy chair. I realize I make fun of his chair every time. Each and every time. You're going to go ahead and make a right. And blow. You're going to talk to this man right here, Bestin. For 10 gold, you could go ahead and get rid of that XP. As you can see, no XP bar. Alrighty, folks, here at level 39, you got a lot of options. As you can see, bags is nice and filled. Starting off with the helmet, we got 3 options. We got boom, bam, bop. Okay. Now, the best of the best are these two right here. 9 agility, 14 stamina, 7 crit. Or you could go to the your nearest auction house and go ahead and get the highest agility option. Okay. I mean, all of these can be sold on the auction house realistically. And then you have this one right here, just a lot of hit. You just want a lot of hit, or expertise, I mean. Which means nobody, people will, it says it right there, because I can't speak English anymore, apparently. You know, my personal favorite, I do like that high agility, but a little bit of crit can go the long way. Honestly, you can really kind of balance these two if you want. That high agility is nice, but at the same time, the crit and that extra stamina ain't bad either. Me personally, though, I do like the power output, so I'm going to be going with the headband. Plus it's swaggier, as you can see. You know what I'm saying? More swag. It's just a cool little headband. For the neck piece, you know what I'm saying, we got 4 options. We got boom and bam. These are the 2 easiest to get, the Sentinel and the Scout medallion. Scout for Horde, Sentinel for Alliance. Or you could get your hands on the Aquamarine Pendant of the Warrior, which a lot of people consider to be the best. Me personally, I think it's kind of trash because it can be dispelled and it only has 10 charges. If you want a true good option, then you're going to want to get your hands on the Medal of Courage. It has 20 AP and 9 stamina, and it can't be dispelled. Okay? What happens when you pop your buff and someone dispels you? Because if you're fighting against other twinks, oh, you'll be dispelled if they notice that. Okay, maybe not against it. Maybe if you're a BG goer, that might not happen. But then again, I don't know. I was pretty purge happy when I was leveling my shaman back then, and I was just a kid. So, Medal of Courage, baby. Next up, we got the shoulders. We got multiple options for shoulders. We got boom, bam, bop. And of course, once you collect one of these options, me personally, I like Revlosh's Spalders of Agility because it gives you the most AP output. Okay? But you can go with the Flint Rock Shoulders, which are really good. And if you just, for whatever reason, want a ton of stamina, maybe you're running the flag, your Flesh Hide Shoulders will provide you with a nice, healthy amount of stamina. However, you will be building toward the exceptional Storm Shroud Shoulders or Stained Shadowcraft Spolders. Okay, so, you know, but when you're starting out, if you want heavy AP, Revlosh's Spalders of Agility. The only downside is you have the ability to gain something else, which means you'll have to do a little bit of extra farming. If not, then you can just hold up. So you just gonna watch this many minutes of the video and you ain't even gonna hit the subscribe button? That's crazy to me. Subscribe right now, man. Let's get back into the video. just farm for the flintlock or flint rock, or go to the auction house, and you know, you do get a little bit more AP, but you lose a little bit of crit. So, you know, your choice. Next up, we got the cloak. Okay, cloak options. There's only 2. Boom, bam. All right. Now the battle hard cape. That's a Hordy option. So for Hordy, if you do want something that'll give you some AP and stamina, there you go. For my Alliance players, you're gonna want to get your hands on the parachute cloak, or anybody really, because it is a very good option to have. After all, if you are doing open world PvP, this would be something great to have for a good escape. Or if you're doing a Wrathy and let's say you're at Lumber Mill and Hordy ain't doing too good, or Alliance ain't doing too good, instead of dying with your team, you could go ahead and parachute off the side, be safe. You know what I'm saying? So 2 good options, 1 for Hordy and 1 for all. Me personally, I would go with the 1 for all, but if you just want a little bit more AP, then the battle hard cape is going to be your best friend. I'm going with that parachute cloak though. Next up, we got chest piece. We have multiple options here. We got boom, bam, bop, beep. Okay. Now the nightscape is the cheap option. You can easily get that out the auction house for a couple of gold. My desk is squeaking like crazy. However, if you're looking out for hit, AP, a little bit of stamina, that'll be your wolf spear harness, which can be farmed or bought out of the auction house. A lot more expensive than the nightscape though. You could go with the quill ward harness, which can also be bought out of the auction house. It'll probably be about as expensive as the wolf fear, maybe a little bit more. These are pretty rare items. That is going to be by far your best AP output. Or you can get the warden's reps if you want something a little bit more well-rounded, which will build up into getting the stained shuttlecraft tunic. 13 hit, 26 stamina, 19 stamina. I said 26 stamina, 26 AP, I mean, and 19 stamina. Next up, we got the wrist. Okay, the wrist. Oh, I must say, I don't see the wrist. I put them with the belts for whatever reason. The wrist, we got the branded leather bracers, 6 stamina, 20 AP. Or you can go with the cheaper option, Murloc scale bracers, which can be purchased out of the auction house. It's half of the other bracers, so you get 10 AP, 6 stamina. Obviously, the branded leather bracers are going to be the ones you want to go for. Next up, we got gloves. Okay, we got a lot of options of gloves here. We got our cheap option, Imperial leather gloves. Can be bought out of the auction house for a pretty cheap price, or you can make them yourself. 9 strength, 9 agility, so very healthy on the AP output. Then we have Swine Fist, which sounds so dang nasty for some reason. Like, I'm sure it's probably just some gloves that are made out of pig skin, but it just sounds nasty as fuck. 11 strength, 10 agility, even stronger than the last gloves. We have Arachnid gloves of the monkey. Okay, this is going to be a harder one to get because you have to get the monkey, and if you do get monkey, you have to make sure it is the 10-10, not the 9-10, not the 10-9, no, the 10-10. So you'll be running for those quite a bit. So, you know, you would be better off probably going for the Swine Fist. However, the best of the best option, boom, 14 crit, 20 AP. The problem is, the drop rate on these and the gold price in the market is pretty freaking hefty. Okay. Now the problem is, I have been playing this game, for those who might be new, I've been playing this game for 18 and a half years. I've only seen these gloves once. How did I see these gloves that one time? Because they had dropped for me one time, all the way back in vanilla when I was level 35. I held on to them till I was level 37, and I wore them for a real long time. That was the last time I seen these gloves drop. Now, sometimes you see them in the market, but that is it's pretty rare. At least with the servers I play on, it's pretty freaking rare. I play on a lot of servers, a lot of big servers too. So, it's a rare option to get. However, if you're just looking for raw damage, then it'll be the Swine Fist, but not by much. So, Swine Fist, if you're just looking for the overall best AP output, Arachnid if you're looking for the best overall, well-rounded, so for stamina and agility versus just straight AP. And then Swine Fist if you want straight AP, and if you just so happen to get lucky enough, Gloves of the Holy Might. Best crit output as well as damage, only being 1 less AP than the Swine Fist, while giving you a lot more crit. So if you can, and if you got the money, Gloves of the Holy Might, that's the ones you want. Belt. We got a lot of belt options here, okay? We got Defiler's leather belt. Girdle, which is 40, and we have Highlander's leather girdle, which is Alliance. So best options for AP. Then we have Orgron's sash, which is a very well-rounded item. Get 9 strength, 9 agility, 9 stamina. And then we have the gem-studded leather belt, which can heal you. So this is a belt you kind of want to have with these other belts as a good backup belt. And then, of course, the Gnomish Harm Prevention. Gives you a shield that protects you from damage for the next 10 minutes. So this is another item you want to have with the rest of these. So you're going to want to get your hands on either one of these two, unless you want something a little bit more well-rounded. Which me personally, 30 AP is a little too much to pass up on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you'll get a little bit of crit from in armor from the agility and whatnot. Oh no, not armor. They don't do armor no more. Yes, they do. I was wrong. They do still do armor. I confused myself for a second there. But however, that's 30 AP. Okay, 30 whole AP, folks. So Defiler's leather belt, as well as Gnomish Harm Prevention and gem-studded belt. Those are the 3 belts you want to keep you nice and sturdy throughout the entire battle. Next up, we got legs. Okay. For the legs here, we got 3 options. We got our cheap option, which comes from a quest. 10 agility, 11 strength, so it's pretty dang healthy for power gains. And then we have the Farron leggings. Okay, these are actually pretty easy to get. They come out of a lower level dungeon. As you can see, the item is only level 29 versus your whole 10 levels above. And then we have the Basilisk hide pants, which is the best of the best. 21 big agility, 8 stamina, and a little bit of hit rating. Never hurt. Okay, more you can hit somebody, the more damage you can put out. Simple as that. Next up, we got boots. Why does fool still got boots? If you ever wondered why are the characters naked when I do these videos, is because they, the starter gear. I don't want the gear going back and forth in the bags. I used to do it that way, and it used to confuse the crap out of me because I'm like, why do I have more boots than I put in? And then yeah, so I started just stripping them. I think the first video I ever did that with was my druid. It was either my druid or another character. Either he or I think it was a blood elf when I was doing a paladin build back in TBC. Next up, we got boots. We got the worn running boots, 12 agility, 10 stamina. Defiler's leather boots and Highlander's leather boots, that's Horde and Alliance. 8 agility, 10 stamina, slight increase to running speed, and 6 AP. And then we got the cheap option, Imperial leather boots, 5 strength, 11 stamina. Now, the worn running boots are good if you're trying to get an overall output of crit. I do think the Defilers have a little bit of better advantage though. You get slightly more armor, more same amount of stamina, a little less agility, but you get the AP to match up. So get a little bit more damage. However, you lose a little bit of crit. So, but if you don't care too much about that tiny loss in crit for the overall gain of the Highlander boots, then PvP boots all the way. Next up, we got rings. Only a few options here for rings. You got the Protector's Band and the Legionnaire's Band. Legionnaire for Horde, Protector for Alliance. And then Assault Band. And then the True Silver Commander. Okay, you get a little couple of extra options here. So with the PvP rings, you get 8 strength, 8 agility, 5 stamina. With the Assault Band, which to me is the best by far, 7 stamina, and that 20 AP. Can't be beat. Or you could go with this one here for a little bit more stamina, a little less AP. You already know me though, I'm going with the AP. all day. So you get 1 more stamina, but 2 less overall on the AP gain. So that's strength and agility. So y'all know me. I'm all about the AP, baby. Trinkets. Trinkets. We got a few options here on trinkets, okay? From some heater options, actually. Honestly, if you can, grab all of them. Every single one of these are good trinkets that you should have, really. We got your insignias, of course. Very important for getting crap off of you. Okay. We got the Arena Grandmaster to be able to eat a bit more damage is always good. We have the nifty stopwatch. Bonus run speed. Can't turn down bonus run speed. Very important. And then we have the one and only title charm. This right here is probably one of the greatest trinkets of all time. So good of a trinket that you'll have level 60s who will rock this. I used to rock this back when I played on Retro WoW, because the more you can hold someone in place, the better, obviously. So, boom. Honestly, the title charm paired with an insignia is probably going to be untouchable, or since you are a rogue, you could go with the nifty stopwatch with the title charm. More mobility, more ability to stun. Come on, man. It's an unbeatable pair. You are literally running 2 of the things that already makes the rogue busted. Better mobility than most classes. And the ability to stun even further than they already can. To just hold someone in place and never allow them to do something. Pretty freaking busted. Next up, we got our ranged weapons. Okay, we got boom, bam, bop. I can't use any of them. I forgot to get training. Nice. So we got the monolithic bow, 3 agility, 12 AP. Let me do that real quick, actually. Somehow I forgot to go get to get the training. So your guns, there's pretty much no throwing weapons at this level. So guns are gonna be your next best thing. Guns are bows, of course, not just guns. But you got 7 agility option, 14 AP, or that 3 and 12, which I think might be the highest output. I'm not sure. Let me see here. Not to remember. Okay, yeah. So the monolithic bow is gonna be the one you want. Damage ain't too much further behind these 2, and you get slightly better stats. And you're a level 39 twink, so the chances of you actually needing to use that bow is gonna be fairly slim. I don't even think you would need it that much if you're fighting against other twinks, especially with that lovely title charm and that nifty stopwatch. They might break out of one of your stuns, and oh, you got another stun waiting. So that is the reason for that title charm, and that nifty stopwatch to me is the 2 best options. And with those cooldowns, you can easily slap on your 2 defensive options. Next up, we got weapons. Okay, for the weapons, let's say if you're running a heavier build, all you want is swords, so you can get maximized raw damage without having to do backstabbing and all that extra stuff. You're going to want the Protector or Legionnaire sword in your main hand, that is Horde and Alliance. 270 speed is nice and slow. High DPS, that 55 to 103, very healthy. You can't beat it unless you're going with the boa weapons. Okay, you already know the boa weapons. I unfortunately cannot use them because over here on my server they're a little busted. The damage doesn't work properly. But you know the boa swords and the Massive McGowan, very powerful weapons. Definitely what you should be working for in the long run. But until then, Protector sword for your main hand. For your offhand, you're going to want either the Sword of Omen or the Vanquisher sword. The Vanquisher sword, though not fast enough to be an offhand, it will still reward you with that hefty 28 AP and the highest DPS output as far as I'm concerned at this level, outside of purple items, of course. Sword of Omen, that's for Horde, so this is going to be your offhand option. And then the Vanquisher sword is for both Horde and Alliance, if I remember correctly. That's going to be your best of the best. 28 AP, 30 DPS. Though it ain't that super, though it is not super fast, it is still a very good offhand due to those lovely, lovely stats. For Horde, you're not caring too much about the 28, and you want something a little faster, better prepared as an offhand. You're going to want the Sword of Omen, 9 strength, 3 agility, 4 stamina. A little bit more well-rounded than just having a big fat stack of 28 AP. For all my dagger rogues, You're going to want the Sentinel's Blade in your main hand, or the Scout's Blade, depending on if you're Horde or Alliance. Scout for Horde, Sentinel for Alliance. And for your offhand, you're going to want the Cold Rage Dagger. Nice 150 speed with a cool little chance on a hit effect. Heavy DPS. Very, very healthy dagger. And if you just so happen to pull it off, doing even better DPS than the boa items are boom and bam. These right here would make lovely offhand weapons if you can get your hands on them. They're going to be a little costly depending on your server. 32.9 DPS for the mace, 31.5 for the sword. Pretty dang good side pieces as well. Decrease armor of the target by 100 for 30 seconds. While affected, the target cannot stealth or turn invisible. So let's say you're fighting a rogue or a druid, a Night Elf druid. This would be something pretty freaking spectacular. I said Night Elf druid as if anybody else can be druids this time around on the Alliance side. This would be pretty freaking good to use against another rogue as if this procs. And then for this one, you know, a little bit of armor, a little bit of defense rating. That's actually pretty fair, especially if you're fighting somebody who's melee. But that high DPS is just good for a healthy offhand. But yes, there you go, folks. That is it for the weapons. Now we move on to the next most important thing, and that is enchantments and knickknacks. Now, here at level 35, you have options to some pretty heavy duty enchantments. Okay, starting off with number 1, we got the Cloak, greater agility. That gives you a nice, healthy 12 agility. Okay, very important. High damage, higher crit. You're gonna want that. For the chest, exceptional stats. That's 6 to all your stats. That's 6 stamina, 6 strength, 6 agility. Oops. Oh, I'm dumb. I kind of forgot. So if you're going to be running the boa items, you cannot enchant with the level 35 and above. That's why I was saying earlier, if you are going to go with an item, make it the Quill Ward. Kind of forgot. No, not the Quill Ward. The Warden. It's cheap, easy to get, and it's well-rounded, or you can use the Nightscape. If you don't care too much because you are going to lose a fair amount of attack power, hit, and stamina, let me go ahead and show you the stat difference here. So if you're going to go ahead and use it on the Nightscape because you want more AP, you're going to want to put that 6 on the Nightscape chest piece. Real easy, cheap piece to get your hands on. Or if you're running for the boa item, then you want that 4. Now, the thing is, if I ain't mistaken, which I usually ain't, you're still going to lose a fair bit of AP. Yeah, so you lose 7 AP, you lose a fair bit of crit. Oh no, you gain a fair bit of crit because all that agility. So it kind of depends on what you want. You want that crit, or do you want that heavier damage? Like I always say, I'm more on the heavier damage side because at the end of the day, you're holding somebody there for like 10 seconds and they can't fight back. That heavy damage will be immaculate versus a little bit of extra crit. For your boots, you're going to want the dexterity. That's 12 extra agility. Okay. For your gloves, you're going to want superior agility. 15 big agility. Okay. For your legs, a little armor kit. You know, not the most craziest thing in the world, but, you know, a little extra armor always helps against those big dog warrior damage. Okay. For your weapons, you want the absolutely ridiculous mongoose. Okay, a truly untouchable enchantment that makes the rogue just so disgusting at this freaking level. 120 agility at this level is absolutely absurd. Okay, if you're running boa items, you're gonna want the agility enchant, which will give you 15 agility on both weapons. Okay, and then for your bracers, you want that that assault, not greater assault. That's too high level. You want that assault for that 25 AP. And boom, that leaves us at 1900 HP, 529 AP. Pretty busted, folks. Pretty busted. Now for your knickknacks, for all your knickknack paddywhacks, we got a few options here. For food, You want some cured ham steak. This is what you're going to be eating most of the time, so you don't have to waste your good stuff. That good stuff being Clamlet Magnifique. I think I said that right. This right here comes from a quest, and as you can see, it's a pretty hefty piece of food. Okay, 24 AP or 14 spell power. If you don't feel like doing the quest line to get your hands on this, you could just go with a basic cooked glossy mite fish. Give you a nice little 10 stamina. Underneath that, we got Scrolls of Agility, number 3. That gives you 8 agility for 30 minutes. Next up, we got Noggin Fogger Elixir. Doesn't do anything for you except sheer swag. Alright, that's a sheer swag potion right there. You gotta have those for the swag points. It'll give you plus 60 swag, you feel me? Right underneath that, you want Elixir of Agility. Okay, 15 big agility. For your engineering, you're gonna want High Explosive Bomb. Very important. Engineering is a must. For your potion selection, you're gonna want Free Action Potion, Combat Healing Potions, and Swiftness Potions. You know what I'm saying? For different situations, you're gonna want these. Let's say you're about to get in a fight with a paladin, you know he's gonna start off with that stun. Pop that free action beforehand. He'll never be able to stun you for a whole 30 seconds. Healing potion, pretty obvious. If your health is low in the middle of a fight, heal up, baby. And then swiftness, a fool is running, and you're trying to keep up with him, pop that swiftness. You know what I'm saying? You got swiftness and sprint and the nifty stopwatch. You're pretty busted. And of course, for first aid, you're going to want your heavy rune cloth bandages, which I got and never got my first aid up, so there's that. First aid, believe it or not, can be used for quite a while, and poisons is completely your own option. Me personally, I always use instant and crippling. Those are my favorite 2 poisons, the only 2 poisons I use really. Sometimes mind numbing if I'm fighting against a lot of casters. Other than that, instant is the way I go. And for glyphs, or glyphs, as people like to correct me, for glyphs, okay, depending on your spec, we got a couple of options here. To me, the best of the best is your Vanish. You're in the middle of a fight, you're not doing too good in that fight, having extra movement speed while Vanish effect is active is much better than having nothing at all. Get out of there faster so people can't pull you out of stealth before you get away. You know what I'm saying? For subtlety, we're running Hemorrhage and Ghostly Strike for raw damage. Your main attack is Hemorrhage, which will increase the damage you deal to anyone by 40%. Then Ghostly Strike gets an extra 40% damage and a longer duration of dodge for a slight increase in cooldown. But definitely worth that raw damage. Or if you're going the combat route, Sinister Strike and Eviscerate. Or you can mix it up, you know. The glyphs, the reason why I never did glyphs back in the day is because to me these are definitely user dependent versus the gear. The gear is, most of this gear stuff you're choosing is a most definite thing you need versus glyphs being, this is what I want to use. Not everybody's going to agree with what I use. So that's why I never did glyphs in the past, but a lot of people were asking how come I never do glyphs. So that's why I started adding them. But there you go. That is it, folks. That is everything. Let me finish setting up this lady's bars. Go ahead, get a thumbnail picture of her real quick, dressed all bummy like this. I'm probably not going to get her a transmog right now. That's going to take too long. And let's get straight to that PvP. So you're just going to skip to this part of the video and not hit the subscribe button? That's crazy. Anyways, as you can see, we're at a nice healthy 635 AP. Okay, here's the gear. If you did skip the gear setup part, you know, making twinks are expensive, so I fully understand. You know what I'm saying? What we rocking. Now, normally I would go with bow weapons, but here at level 35 and higher, you have the option at the world's greatest enchant, and that is Mongoose, baby. And to skip that for some bow weapons is pretty foolish. Mongoose is a horrendously busted enchantment that you can have at this low of a level, so it is best to take full advantage of such ridiculous amount of AP opportunity. 120 agility. Ay, ay, ay. Busted. Simple. Simple as that. Now, of course, our Noggin Fogger for the swag points. Oh, that ain't the right thing. I need to be... Yeah, there we go. There it is. That's the swag points you're looking for when using Noggin Fogger. To be many. Let's go out and crush some people. There's nothing else to say. Alright, Rogue Adventures, baby. Here we go. I forgot to add my other trinkets down to the bars, but I'll do that once I use up the 2 I got now. With the Rogue here at level 39, you got a lot more gear options, and like I said, you got the loveliness of all those immaculate enchantments that can only be used on level 35 and higher items, which you cannot use at any other level. With that title charm, you know what I'm saying? Then hit him with that big bomb. Ah! Freaking paladins. Hot dog and paladins. Where you going, man? I had that. Is that his fire or is that my fire? Whose fire is that? I don't know whose fire that is. Oh my goodness! Can I kill any of these people without them popping up into some crap? You gotta come out of there sooner or later. And when you do, you dead as fuck, boy. I just accidentally disarmed him. I didn't mean to do that. My goodness, it's full-on war over here. It's full-on fucking war over here, little dude. Oh my goodness, she is killing at an extraterrestrial speed. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, I forgot to show my spec. Some people usually ask for spec. The reason why I don't really show spec like that is because my own, whatever spec I use, I know not everyone's going to agree with. I'm a build a spec type of person. I don't look up other people's specs because I just don't care to do so. I would much rather just build whatever I see fit and leave it at that. You know, finding YouTube tutorial videos and all that. That's cool and all, but I'd rather just build something right there. Something that works and I'm good to go. Let's see if I can snatch up right quick. Another one of these freaking mages. Do that frosty crap, man. Where you going? Freaking mages, man. Come here. Oh. Run! He ronding. Ah, he got 2 of those. Freaking rogues, baby. A lot of mages in here, too. No polymorph for me, sir. Oh, polymorph me. What's the matter with you? I'll polymorph. Me? I look like the type of person that can be polymorphed. Come here, fucking rogue. Ay, ay, ay. It's unfair. It's unfair. That's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of it at the end of the day, folks. Oh, no dang pig. Why you keep looking at that? Why she swing on a pig? Put that on. Oh man, I can't let you do that. I can't let you do that. I de-targeted on accident. Man, hold up. So you just gonna watch this much of the video, and you not even gonna subscribe? Nah, don't wave to them. They ain't even hit the subscribe button. Come on now, hit that subscribe button. I didn't mean to do that. Time to go. This, my friends, is why you gotta have all the speed buffs you can. I messed up I hit the wrong ability. I don't remember what the heck I hit, but it wasn't the right ability. Oh, there's a rogue right there. Oh! I overextended. I overextended just a little bit. Hit that nigga with a bomb. Oh my goodness, I forgot how short the bomb ranges actually are. I'll do it just anyways, just because I don't even need to anymore. Where you going, man? Goodness gracious. Now, that is the one thing you got to be careful of when you are higher level. Is everybody else is going to start hitting a little harder too. Not enough to be able to easily out-survive your damage, but enough to where you got to be more careful than you did at level 19. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you're fighting other twinks, because now everybody has so many more defensive abilities, offensive abilities, all kinds of crap floating around now. As a matter of fact, my trinkets are gone. I sold everything in my bags, but my game crashed, so now everything's back, so that's cool. It's all good, though. We still out here. I didn't put either one of these on my bars either. Oh, no, I did. But my game crashed, so that's cool. I'm like, why aren't these on my bars? I did do that. My game decided to crash on me. Something I have not experienced over here on Single Player Project in a hot minute. But it just decided to happen that time. I don't know why. Where everybody at, man? Looking for something to murder. Oh, there we go. Where these boys at, man? Go up the tunnel. You don't go up there, sir. I forget, do you have distraction at this level? Okay, got stuck, so that made it a lot easier. My boy got stuck to nothing. Oh! Ah! I just got robbed. I thought he died. Number one, that was a good fade death. Number two. Who the fuck? Oh, okay, that's us. I'm gonna say, who got the flag? There's a bunch of them over there, but they ain't grabbing the flag. Yeah, this level 39 stuff is pretty busted. You know what I'm saying? Why did I do it like that? I don't know. I could have just did it normally, but I decided not to. That was a big heal while stunned, man. Oh, how dare you. Now the main difference between 39 and 29 is, like I said, major offensive gains, major defensive gains. Everybody hits a little bit harder, but not enough to survive, because now even you, with this ridiculous level of gear, have some pretty superb offense, especially the rogue, because of having Mongoose, a severely busted enchant to be having at this level. I don't know why, back in the day. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even gonna say that because I don't want to give no ideas. So actually, I'm gonna keep that sentence to myself. But it's a pretty crazy enchantment to have, because I wouldn't want to, you know, change the dynamics of such and such and so and so. I'm gonna leave that. I'm gonna keep that one to myself there. I sure enough almost said something that would have been like, you know what? He's right. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna keep that one to ourselves. But this is ridiculous. This is great. This is greatness, truly. Okay. This is superb. Ma'am, can you come over here? Can we fight? Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. I'm gonna get you. You can't run. Alright? That's what happens when you use the blinking properly. You know what I'm saying? Now I tried to do this over on Dinkle repack because, like, the man who created this said Selgar, I forget how to say it properly. These bots are more tuned for PvE, which you can tell they definitely are. They're great for dungeons and stuff and raids. However, they're not that great when it comes to PvP. So I wanted to do this on Dinkle so they could fight better. However, that did not work because for whatever reason, some of the items are not the way they're supposed to be. Some of the items are green. They're supposed to be blue. Like, it'll be items that have been blue since the dawn of time, but for some reason on this they're green. How you flunked the last flag, man? I was about to say, guess I gotta do it, but nah, I'm cooling on that, bro. I doubt they'll get one in. Oh, he did not just shoot me before I pulled up. He shot me before I pulled up. What kind of crap? Definite noticeable damage difference when you have these two glyphs on. For damage increase, we run two very... Oh! That was pretty good. Pretty good. We run, we're running, let me go ahead and show y'all because I forgot to show y'all that. I mean, I showed, if you watched the part where we actually built up, then you saw it. The fuck? Ah! Why my trinket not over there? Oh, God. My game crashed. I know you ain't healing somebody over here, man. My dang blind ain't working. I'm over here trying to solo. Oh, never mind. We got some backup. Oh, man. How many times do you have to hit kick before kick actually kicks? I hit kick like 3 times and she never kicked. Hey, sir. Or ma'am. Come here. Let me talk to you real quick, you know what I'm saying? Take that weapon off you right quick. Can't let you do that. Ay, ay, ay. I forgot how goofy and busted Wrath Lich King damage was. She had 94 health. I hit her for 200, but she never died. I forgot that was a thing in good old Wrath Lich King. Hold on, who got our flag? And oh goodness, how'd he get that far? I'm so busy fighting people. I ain't even see this dude run away with our flag. He's in the base. He's in the freaking base, man. I don't know if we're gonna make it. Might not. I might actually have to run the flag. God dog it. Oh, bro. I thought we was gonna have a clean sweep. I guess not. Oh shoot, not with that many people. Not with that many people. Oh, somebody just swung on me? What was that? Ooh, there's 3 people just chilling here. We're good. Time to go. Time to go, baby. Got my regular sprint. Then I got the speed potions too. I could have went to. No, going this way anyway. Y'all beefing anyways. They ain't gonna see me. Oh my goodness, they everywhere. Everywhere I think I can run, they're there. Everywhere I think I could go, they're there. But I think we good, boy. Why you gotta have multiple ways of speed, you know what I'm saying? Speed. Get in and get out. Simple as that. Level 39 stuff, pretty dang heat. I think the warrior was the last one I did. That was pretty dang nasty. Shoot. Getting kinda hectic. I got 3 people on my neck. Uh-oh. Missed. Didn't miss that time. How the fuck you catching me? I got so much different mobilities. I mean, they was on a mount, but I'm in the dang whole tunnel now. Grease, man. I'm out. You know what I'm saying? We out, baby. That's it. Level 29, man. Is it as busted as level 19? No, because not everybody has freaking 100 health to just 1-shot and 2-shot. However, because of the sheer utility and whatnot and everything that combines with at this level and the things you can get, you can outsmart the crap out of people. Okay? Now, the beauty of the rogue is, rogues being rogues and being overpowered, kind of, sort of. I say that lightly. I've heard that in my entire rogue career. Oh, rogues are so easy to play. Then those same people who said it was easy to play, they get on a rogue and they're like, wow. Guess it's not as easy as I thought. I'm like, duh. No class in this game is truly easy. You gotta learn what you're doing. You gotta understand the character. You can't just get on a rogue and think you're gonna crush everything walking. You'll easily be crushed. So, once you figure the rogue out, then they can feel overpowered. But that's practically any class. But if you're fighting other twinks, the rogue is definitely one of those classes. Honestly, there's not even much you can say. You see a lot of rogue twinks for a reason. They're just that guy. And this right here showed me even further that they're just that guy. Now, I don't want to join a group. I want to fight you. Come here. Come here, man. Fucking fight me. Yeah, come on. Let us duel. Let us duel, shall we? She freaking hit me with her staff and pulled me out of stealth early. The bombs ain't working because it's talking about the line of sight. What the fuck is that? God dog, I let her heal. What the? Yo, the timing on these freaking... this ain't looking too good. I'm not doing too good, I'll be honest. Every time I had the ability to go stealth, it then did damage at the perfect time to pull me right out of it. God dog it, we're not doing too good. What the fuck just happened? Are you serious? I'm under the world. I'm getting abused right now. I'm getting teleported under the world. I kicked too early. Oh man, I'm messing up. There we go. She said, help now. That wasn't the best of looks, but we did it. Okay. I got teleported under the earth and crap. That was some bullcrap. I'm gonna need a rematch. That was some crap. But anyways, you know what I'm saying. Hey, that is a priest after all. The main thing that got me is as soon as I would hit Vanish, then Shadow Word Pain would do damage. It pulled me out twice. But anyways, rogues are great. I know that wasn't the best display of duels. But hey, I kind of forgot when you join groups with people, they can see you immediately. So I got hit in the head with a staff before I even got to do anything. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, that like button, that notification bell, share with your people to join Legendary Clan, support the channel, become legendary. I'm out.